everyone. I'm here with FattieJones. May you introduce yourself, my good?
What's up? FattieJones, or just Jones is fine as also.
Yes, my go Jones. Dare I say, one of the best profile picture might be the best profile picture we have in the server.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm never changing this one. It's staying here forever. It's too iconic at this point.
Yeah, for people that don't know, it's like I'm forgetting the breed of dog. I want to say Chihuahua, might be wrong, and like
I think so.
and like I want to say like chili, maybe like beans, maybe
Some
it's
sort of mystery red sauce.
yeah, and it's very beautiful.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Mr. Jones, you know, I know you here, but I know your history here mostly. But I want to say, I wanted to ask you to start off. What's your history here in SGBL?
I think not everyone might actually know the actual history of me in SGBL. It actually started back in Team Tour Season 1, which I did not participate in. But around that time, I was getting back into Draft League because I took a bit of a hiatus around end of Gen 8, early Gen 9. And then I just hit up Sir Kill, was like, yo, I want to get back into Draft League. And he was like, oh, shit, I'm in this team tour here. You want to help prep for stuff? And then I just joined the Breaking Gem server and started prep helping there, and especially a lot with the Ubers matches. No Ubers in this one, sadly, but yeah, got my start there, and then I joined SGBL and joined pretty much every main season since. I believe since season 4, that was. Might have missed
It
one.
would it would have been season 3.
Yeah, I believe I joined as a coach from season 4.
Yeah, season 4. Yeah, season 4 on. Yeah, because Team Tour was saying season. It's like it depends on who you ask. People count the Team Tour seasons as their thing. It's like their own thing, but some
Yeah,
count it
they're
like
kind of
together.
separate from the main seasons, I feel.
Yeah,
They're their own big event.
yeah. Farmer was on here a little bit ago, and he was saying that was like the Super Bowl. Obviously, I know you're European.
Yeah, I
Not
can see it.
it's like the Champions League if you watch footy.
Not really the biggest sports fan, but yeah,
Oh,
I can see the comparison for sure.
okay, I'm gonna jot that down. Not a big sports fan. Okay, there goes like 400 analogies I was gonna use throughout this. But yeah, I mean that's good. That's good to hear. May you mind sharing like what formats you played in those? Like, oh man, what would it be like 4 seasons now? No, it's less than like 3 seasons of SGBL that you
I
have played.
I mostly played like the silly format, so I played both gimmick seasons. I've played fusions, and that's like the main seasons I've joined in SGBL. But I'm proficient in pretty much any format besides Rad Red, but I'm learning Rad Red, so I might be able to do prep help as well. So yeah, versatile.
Very very versatile, and yeah. You kind of stole the question I was gonna ask you. What are your preferred? I mean, maybe you said that you have experience, but what are your preferred formats, Mr. Jones?
I'm definitely hoping to play a lot of fusions. That is so fun.
Yeah, and well, some a spoiler alert, I guess. There's not too many fusion players so far, so I think the last count was like 16. So
Like
that should be very valuable. Yeah,
I
16
hit
out
rank
of.
5 in my division here in SGBL, so I might be a good player. Who knows?
And may I ask, any notable finishes in gimmick or fusions or any of the SGBL formats in particular? Any seasons?
Uh, well, I did win the most recent gimmick season, where I
Yeah.
got to finals in fusion. Sadly, lost because I was trying to cook too hard for what it's worth. Brought a triple final gambit, and it did not work out. Uh, but yeah, oh, in the duos league also in SGBL, I did win that together with Sir Kill.
Well, so anyone hearing this that might not be too familiar with Jones, if you get him, you're getting a champion in SGBL, which all the other draft league championships, they matter, I guess, but the real ones, they only count in SGBL.
Yeah, SGBL is the only. Every other one is.
Yeah, but talking about all these, not real draft leagues. Like, what are some notable or interesting draft leagues that you played or have been a part of? I know you mentioned, right, you came back to draft league with SGBL in the Team Tour season 1. But any like notable late, like older draft leagues, or just any other draft leagues that you might have played that people might know of?
Yeah, I was actually in the first 3 seasons of Sky Pillar Stadium back when that started up. That's a pretty big league. Uh, Bit of a different corner than SGBL is, but still pretty big. I did get finals in my first season, I believe. It's a long time ago, so I mean, long time, Gen 8, but still, yeah, it's a while ago. And that's kind of the biggest other league that I've been in, I think. A bunch of smaller leagues all across Gen 8 and Gen 9, though. So I've been playing a lot.
You've been locked into a draft league for a few years at least, right?
Yeah, no, I did get my start in Gen 8 for actual competitive Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon like all throughout starting Gen 4, but yeah, I've been playing since Gen 8 and then 1.5 year break at the end of Gen 8 and then got back into it in Gen 9 and never really stopped since.
But we have to advertise. We have to bolster up everything, right? So you can say that you winning gimmick this season shows how adaptable of a player you are, right?
Bro. No, I do think that's one of my biggest strengths, like just creativity in the team builder, especially. I love cooking up just bad sets, and you can always yell at me and say, no, that's an awful set, but hear me out at least.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the awful sets that you think are going to be like really bad or like the things that win you the game.
I mean, you have to keep them in mind, also for the opponent's side. So, like from when doing mocks, I can really show the creative sets.
Yeah, and this can kind of flow into it, your creativity. Aside from your creativity, what are some like notable attributes that you may bring to a team tour setting? Obviously, aside from experience, you mentioned that a little bit ago too.
I Some people might see this as a negative, but I personally see it kind of as a positive. I am like a professional lurker. I'm kind of always around, never really too active, but I'm always around. So like if you know this, you can just always ping me, and I'll probably, if I'm not doing something with friends, I'll probably respond within minutes. So yeah, I'm just like not active, but I'm around always.
Yeah, and maybe not availability, but you're like it's kind of a build. I don't know. It's yeah, that is weird to
Yeah, it's
pinpoint.
yeah, weird to rank.
And I imagine that. I mean, you mentioned with Breaking Gems, you were helping mock, even not as a member, as a part of any team. I imagine that also applies for your real team this season, right? Or in your previous team tour seasons as well.
I'll refuse to mock for my own team, only for the opponents. No, of course. Yeah, I love sending mocks. Just I personally like for myself prefer like 1 or 2 mocks, but if someone wants to run like 17 mocks, and I'm down.
Yeah, I know mocks are kind of a point of contention because some people counter team the counter team, and then it gets to a
Yeah,
whole mess. And then,
yeah, I don't like when it gets into that.
yeah, like I've seen people like run, I don't know, like banded, like special attacking mons because their opponent brought like I don't know, there's just a whole bunch of things going on, and it just devolves into a bad
Yeah,
experience for both players. It seems like
at a certain point, you just
sometimes.
stop playing the matchup and you start like playing each other and predicting what the other is going to do, and like kind of knowing what they've brought and basing your plays off that instead of what the matchup is.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it could be a mess. I mean, some people have fun with doing that too, obviously, but yeah, it is. You have to be more careful with mocks, especially.
yeah, for sure.
But this is a point of contention for some of the captains. I think other captains are like whatever about this, but uh, you are a lurker. You mentioned that a little bit ago, but are you like if someone says, "Hey, Mr. Jones, can you help me? Can you hop on VC to help me do something real quick? Are you willing to join VC whenever you can? Obviously,
Oh yeah, to join VC, absolutely.
yeah. Because some
I
captains mention like they want to build like a community, like almost like a familial like connection with their with the people they pick up. So it's like, and that's easier to do in VC, or so they say.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of actually prefer like building with people in VC rather than over text. Because like you can stream like the calcs and the builder, and just I can show off my heat in like a second, and people can yell at me in a second instead of having to send an entire message and seeming serious about it. But yeah, no, I love VC. It's great.
Imagine you send a set and you just see someone is typing for 25 minutes. You're like, oh,
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
you're like, oh god, and then they send it, and then they say, I'm sorry, I had to split this into 4 different messages because of character limit, and you're like, oh. But yeah, like VC, it just flows more naturally.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
someone mentioned in an interview, it's a lot easier to say words than to write them out and read them. So, or faster, I guess too. So,
Yeah, I mean, you can often like read over words and like not miss the point of what you're trying to say, I guess.
yeah, but like, writing them it takes like a good bit, and
Yeah, of course.
and it doesn't flow as natural. I mean, there's some people that can type really fast, but then they're like worried about grammar or like worried about not making it sound like sarcastic. They're like, oh, I have to double
Yeah,
check this.
that's a big one.
And hopefully no passive aggressiveness, right? Gets into the text and people think, and they're drama, boo drama.
What's a team tour without a good bit of drama?
But there won't be any drama with any team that drafts you, right, my guy Jones.
Not for me. No, I don't hope so.
You're gonna be the mediator, right? No, I'm just joking. I won't put that pressure on you. Hopefully,
I'll just be chill.
yeah. And what would you say? Do you have any notable relationships with any of the captains potentially? It's just like you know them from draft or other leagues and other stuff like that.
Ooh, I would say Jake or Mr. Tim, who might not know him as Jake, is like my biggest rival in draft. We love the beef. But besides that, yeah, I kind of know pretty most captains from just
Hmm.
SGBL and being around. I think I'd say there's like a few names that I haven't really spoken to that often, but still familiar with them.
Yeah. Every captain has at least one season of SGBL under their belt. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Um, yeah, I don't want to speak in absolutes, but that should be something. So you might have seen like even captains that you might not be too familiar with. You might have seen like a game or two about them, right? Especially if you lurk around like other divisions and stuff.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm a professional lurker. I go around.
So you're saying you're also going to be a great scout, right, for your team?
Oh,
Gonna watch.
absolutely. No, that's like my second biggest skill. I do the research.
Like frame one, like imagine you get drafted to a team with like I already scouted out all like 100 applicants and the captains, and here's like a detailed notes version of how they play. That'd
Or
be kind
like
of crazy.
even if someone sends a poke paste and like the team's like, oh no, don't send that. I've already opened it. Too late. Saved.
you, you only have notifications for PokePaste in particular. You're like, oh yeah, we already got them. My computer
Yeah.
copies the link automatically.
Yeah. No. Exactly. No.
Not too crazy, but yeah, maybe look around, see a game or two, and jot
Mhm.
down how they play.
That makes a big deal. That's a deal.
Yeah, because like, man, some people love their doubles. They love predicting, and others just do the safe play, and that can really change how you play and how you build sometimes.
That
It
especially
is.
for me. Like in play, yeah, you can predict the double, but also it's if it goes wrong, it might be an awful play. So just like, go for the safe plays usually. But in building, if you like kind of know how someone might build, then that can be very big.
Yeah, or even like their play style. I can
Yeah.
and would you say that you can pilot any play style? I don't want to ask you your preferred play style 'cause that might be leaking too much information. But you think you can pilot any play style, or most of them at least, or not too much?
Yeah, I think so. I would say so. I personally really like bulky offense, leaning to very bulky stally, but I can whip out an HO and do good with that as well.
Uh, So would you say that like your skills don't decline as the game goes on? It's obviously like they might even get better, right?
And you can always like make small mistakes, and as the game goes longer, the chance that
Mhm.
you mess up increases. But like I would say, I'm quite reliable.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear, man. But I guess going back a little bit on what you said, how would you feel if Grant or you mentioned Jake, his legal name? We're out here doxing now. No. Do you want him to pick you up potentially, or you want the rivalry to continue
Oh,
and you
I
can like
wouldn't mind that.
banter?
It's like rivalry, but it's like all good banter.
It's like Barry and not like I don't know, like Gary or something. I know it's like really too. I get there's a lot of friendlier rivals in the games. I don't know, but
Yeah, sure.
it's like a hop versus silver type thing. He's more of like a happy go rival,
I
I guess.
wouldn't say Hop. No, definitely not. Definitely more
Not
like
not
the
that.
Gary angle.
It's just
But like,
like, but that's like a facade, right? It's like
like Gary, he's an asshole in like red and blue, but then you meet him in like Heart Gold Soul Silver as the gym leader, and he's like chill guy.
so he's like a matured Gary. Man.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
He's got experience too, I imagine. It's a good shout. But Mr. Jones, I think that's all competitive and all the boring Pokemon stuff out the way. I wanted to ask you, man, like any miscellaneous facts about yourself or any hobbies that you enjoy to close this out.
But yeah, I'm huge into D&D. That's like my one biggest hobby besides draft.
And you are a Pokemon trivia master, right?
Oh, yes, I definitely won a lot of Jeopardy.
A lot of knowledge in that noggin, as you say, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Um, yeah. May I ask what's your favorite class to play in D&D?
Sorcerer for sure. I love casters. I really love making like half casters, like martially fighting casters, but sorcerers are just pure sorcerers are my favorite class.
And may I ask what breed but what no not breed, oh my goodness, what race have your characters most been if you've done multiple campaigns? Are you just
You need
like
to
you
count
change that
actually.
around?
My longest ever character was very boring. He was a human, but nearing the end of the campaign, because of story reasons, he turned into a cactus. So not really
And,
human anymore. But
yeah, that actually happened to a friend of mine a few years ago. He just got turned into a cactus.
yeah, more common than you think.
Yeah, it's a big epidemic, sadly. And it's D&D adjacent. Have you played like Baldur's Gate 3
Oh
maybe,
yeah,
or
I've got like 500 hours in Baldur's Gate 3.
And who was your favorite party member in Baldur's Gate? Would you say if you had to
I
choose
really come
one?
to love Minthara. She's so fucking sick.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of Baldur's Gate. I'm like, wow, that's seems really cool. It seems very intuitive. Seems just like a vibe, man, to play.
You know, it's like exactly the D&D 5th edition rules, but like as a video game, it's fucking incredible.
Yeah, we're already talking about games. What would you say personally is your favorite like video game, Jones?
I think I would put that as Slay the Spire. It's a roguelike card building game, but it's really good.
Have you I don't know if I can even say this. There's competing, but have you tried Balatro out?
Oh yeah, for sure. I like Balatro, but I just really prefer Slay the Spire. Balatro, I don't know why, but it like feels not slow. I don't know the right way to describe it, but it just feels off. But I
Yeah,
do like it a lot.
yeah. Sometimes that's just like that's how games feel. Like personally,
Yeah.
like they can be perfect, but like something with the vibe is off or
And
something feels
it's
wrong.
absolutely a fantastic game, but it's just not the perfect game for me.
Yeah, and this will be the last question before I ask you to close this interview out. My goat. What which who what's your favorite Pokemon game? Mainline or even spin-off if you have one too.
Oh, if I could say spin-off, then Conquest. I love Conquest.
You're a big strategy guy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
D
yeah.
and
Just
D, Baldur's Gate, um,
actually, yeah,
Conquest.
definitely. Love
No,
to
that's
sit
that's
back
a
and think
great
and
genre.
just
It's a great genre of
yeah.
things to. So if World War III breaks out, you might become a general. I think that's what I'm hearing, right? No, just joking. Hopefully not.
I hope not.
Well, that'd be yeah, that'd be kind of crazy.
It
You could,
would be interesting. Let's say it like that.
and if you had to choose a mainline game, which one would you say you've enjoyed playing the most or you like the most?
I think I'll say Black and White too.
Oh man. For anyone still listening, Jones is a man of culture. He's a man for the people. He's a
It's the best game.
pacifist. He doesn't want World War III to happen. Like how many more great qualities can you get in a person? And he's good at draft too. I guess that matters for the team tour. No, but yeah, good stuff, man. I hope you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking to you, Mr. Jones.
But
Jones.
thank you so much.
And may you close this interview out, my good sir.
Thank you, everyone. It was a great time, and see you later.